Okay, League Two is kicking off this weekend. I've done my League Two prediction in terms of the table for the season. So I'm just going to quickly run through my predictions for the first set of fixtures. Kicking us off then, Accrington take on Gillingham. I think Accrington will struggle this year, but I don't think they'll go down. Gillingham, I think it might improve slightly on last year, but I don't think they'll be threatening the top half of the table. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Bristol Rovers take on Harrogate. I predicted Bristol Rovers to finish third, I think, and I predicted Harrogate to finish bottom. So I think it's going to be a really good start for Bristol Rovers. So I'm going to go for a 3-0 home win. Cambridge, they came down last year as well with Bristol Rovers. Take on Cheltenham, who I think are in for a poor season. So similar sort of theory to the Bristol Rovers game. I think this is a good start for Cambridge. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win. Colchester take on Tranmere. I think Colchester might make the playoffs this year. I think Tranmere will be bottom half of the table. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 home win. Barnet take on Fleetwood. Barnet obviously came up after winning the conference last year. Lots of people got them sort of top 6, top 7. I've got them about 18th, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think they'll start with a draw against Fleetwood, so I've gone for a 1-1 draw. Chesterfield take on Barrow. I think Chesterfield are in for a good season. I've got them to finish in the playoffs. I think Barrow will be down towards the relegation zone, but I haven't got them to go down. I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win. Grimsby take on Crawley. I liked Grimsby for goals last year. I think they'll sneak into the playoffs this year. And I think it will be an entertaining 3-2 home win. MK Dons take on newly promoted Oldham. MK Dons have heavily invested over the summer, so I think they'll win the league, and I don't think Oldham will go down. I think they'll be perfectly safe. But yeah, tough start for them. I've gone for a 3-0 home win for MK Dons. Newport take on Notts County. Predicted Newport to get relegated, Notts County to go up automatically. So yeah, I think Notts County will get off to a good start with a 3-1 away win. Salford take on Crewe. Two teams that I think will be just outside the playoffs. Salford just can't seem to quite do it. Crewe sort of slipped down the table last year. And I'll go for a 1-0 away win to Crewe. Shrewsbury take on Bromley. I was impressed with Bromley last year. They had a good opening season in League Two, taking on Shrewsbury, who were relegated last year. I don't think they will be near the top 7. I'm going to predict a 1-1 draw. And then finally, Walsall take on Swindon. Walsall's top for so long last year and just slipped into the playoffs and then couldn't win them. Swindon had a very bad start and picked up. So I think these two will be a lot closer together in the table this year. And I'm going to predict a 1-1 draw in that one. So that's my predictions for the opening weekend in League Two. Let's see how I get on.